Hey Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. This is going to be your reading for the month of December. If you're new here, thank you so much for tapping in. And if you're returning, thank you so much for, again, tapping in and checking me back out for this month here, the last month of 2020. And time has flown. Time has flown this year. And I think that we're all in this reflective period of being like, okay, what did I really accomplish? What happened? Who am I now? Kind of thing. And so this could be where you are, Libra, is feeling like I'm taking collective stock of what it is that I know that I want, what I know I deserve, and what I know I want to bring into this next year, and what I know I want it to look like. So there's a lot of emotions going into this decision making. And I think that's a good thing. I think that, it's both an equally good and could be a negative thing, because as a Libra sun myself, we have a temper when things don't go our way, especially if it's the first time or within the first couple of times when we have patience. And so, Libra, I need to tell you something. I've recorded your video at least 7 times between the course of a couple of days. I started last week, had a lot of hiccups then, started today, almost finished them almost each time. And this time, today, the same thing happened. I got a phone call. And I'm just kind of like, all right, I'm just trying to finish this one task where I do have an emotional connection to what I'm trying to produce. It just seems as though there seems to be other things that need to take up space right now, or that need a space in my life, or that need space from me, if that makes sense. So Libra, this month of December, I think you're going to be learning how to balance you time with them time. Them could be plural, them could be a singular individual. This could be your time versus what the demands of a job could be. Your time versus the demands of what a relationship is or needs to be right now. So it's like a partition and attention basically for this month, where I think you're gonna need a lot of patience, Libra, when it comes to having the plan or the idea to execute, and then having to inadvertently wait, restart, reset, reconfigure, all of those things. All of those things. It could be multiple times, it could be one time, depending on your circumstance, depending on what's happening or how this resonates. But that's what I'm feeling, is that it's like, okay, if you ever heard the song Reset by Outkast, reset, start over again. Everything happens for a reason. Good doesn't come without pain. Start over, that song. That's what I've been hearing for a couple of days. And that's honestly what it feels like. So again, we're in the last month of the year. So it's like, it's our time to really stop and again, reflect, reset, start over. Realizing what pain brought you to this moment of now actually pure victory, now actually seeing your dreams and things manifest into the material form. After a long awaited time of praying, thinking about this thing, working on this thing, whatever that looks like for you, it's finally happening. At least you'll start to see the little pieces of this coming together this month, Libra. And so you might be asking, why hasn't she pulled cards? Is this an intuitive read? A little bit of both. I haven't pulled cards yet because I'm looking at them now. Again, I tried to redo this video in hopes that it would just flow this time. I saw 444, so hopefully it does. But I'll go ahead and show you what I pulled last time, and then we'll kind of figure out more about what is truly going on in the depths of or in the aspects of relationship, health, career, or just purely general. All right, Libra, so let's go ahead and start. So the first card that you had come out was meditate and contemplate in the reverse. This is the new moon in Pisces. So what I'm just getting strictly off of this card is the cerebral ability of Pisces. So you're very much so in your head this month, or potentially are coming out of being so much in your head, Libra, because you have a new start that's coming. This is again another new moon. You have a new start that is coming, and the end of a tough cycle is approaching. This is the full moon in Capricorn energy. So Libra, you're coming out of, again, potentially being very much so in deep thought about your next venture, a venture, particular venture, or even contract, connection, an establishment that you've been a part of for a long time, potentially moving away from that, or potentially just kind of like noticing more about what it is that you're really trying to go for. You've put a lot of thought into this next step. So this next step that you're going to be taking is going to be very powerful and very intentional, is the word that I'm looking for, Libra. It's going to be what you've set out to be your successful move, your successful next step. And I think that you're going to really be emotionally connected to whatever it is that this shift is. I say that because the Queen of Cups is her looking directly at her prize, her trophy, her creation, let's say, while sitting down with her feet laid amongst abundance somewhere near the water, right? So when we think of water, right, under this new moon in Pisces card, again, we're thinking of the emotions, we're thinking of how things flow. You know, this water here does look very tranquil, right? And she's also, again, looking directly at her trophy, dressed also in white and blue. So she's in a very calm state where she's basically created a safe haven for herself, or a reason to be proud for herself. So her admiration for this thing, this opportunity she's going for, it didn't just happen overnight. It was established through a deep emotional connection to what it is that she's going for. This could have come from a lot of communication that's been coming back and forth all year. Could be coming in just more sporadically in this time. This could just be a lot of information that you're receiving about this thing, about yourself, about your allegiances, about life. That's really, really shaking things up. It's shaking up the table because it's really showing you toxic connections. It's really showing you what needs to be let go of as far as codependency goes, as far as realizing your codependent behavior, or vice versa for someone that you're involved in, or something that could be involved with your next step in life, Libra. You're really beginning to see that your emotional connections to things, or the way that things are being communicated to you, could maybe take a little cleansing, maybe could take a little, reevaluating, breaking away from, just to the degree of seeing truly who you are. So when you think of a new start is coming, Libra, are you thinking of taking your old self and bringing them into this new space? Not so much, right? You're thinking about, again, the inventory that you've taken on where my emotions lie with where I am in life, who I am in life, what I've been going for in life, what it is that I've been focusing on in life. Is the love that I'm in currently, is that even really serving me, right? Am I emotionally connected to what I'm showing up for on a daily basis, or is consistently, let's say? Am I really emotionally connected, or am I ready to take a venture out on something new, right? Libra, I think that what's happening here is you're taking a step forward into your heart. You're taking a step forward into your emotional space, or into an opportunity where you've had a lot of emotions built off of, ruminating against, or because of. It's like you're taking a leap of faith. I don't even really mean to say that. You're taking how am I trying to say this? I'm almost speechless because it's like maybe I'm being blocked from saying exactly that your victory is going to be something that you've been so emotionally invested in. This thing could be I don't want to say 6 days, but 6 months, 6 years, you know what I mean? This could just be literally the number 6 having a particular impact on you at this time. But Libra, what I'm seeing is that you're this new version, this new step forward, this new opportunity that's starting for you is going to be entirely successful because you're bringing all of your emotions with you into that space. All of the good, bad, ugly, flawed, you know, mastered to foolish, anything, like any paradigm or duality that you possess, Libra, you're bringing that into this new space where it's really going to have its time to function, to shine, and to hold space for you. Because it's kind of like you're coming, Libra, out of a space of, again, this codependency or having connections and things latch on to you that served a purpose at that time, but now you're using that wisdom in this new form. So allow December to transform what your success looks like and how people see that and how people connect to that and how you want that to be felt and shown, Libra. Make sure that you're coming back into your authenticity. Make sure that you're looking at yourself as being a very powerful individual with a lot of duality, where it's like you don't have to just show up in one sense. You can show up in any sense that you want. You own where you've come from, Libra. You've owned what your experience was. Let's say for the year of 2020, it literally does feel like a month, but let's say for the year of 2020, you're realizing that, okay, this was a year where I lost a lot of things, but I really came into full understanding about this. I saw 12-12. I lost a lot of things, but I also gained this, right? I lost this friendship, but I gained this mental clarity, right? So it's kind of like really putting things together for yourself, Libra, really looking at how disconnecting from codependency brings you closer to your victory or closer to yourself, closer to a self that's more acknowledged by those who love you, by those who love you, or by the love that is surrounding you, you know? So it could be like you're coming into this new venture for yourself, or coming into this new phase where you felt so lonely, Libra. You felt so lonely coming from where you came from, right? Like you had so much emotionally invested into these 3 cups down here and you couldn't see a way out. You couldn't see this cup being offered to you, or you got so bored with what it is that you were focusing on that you couldn't see the new opportunity, or you distracted yourself. You know, it could be a lot of different things where it's like now it's all coming to your forefront. Like, what do I do now? Like that literally could be your question now. At the end of your tough cycle, what is it now that I do? You know, that's gonna be once you reach the resolve, once you reach that success, like, you know, when like, let's say you graduate from high school, from college, it's like now you have the opportunity to discern what it is that you want to do moving forward with your life, right? Based on the new opportunity that you have. Now your degrees that you can use to help you boost you in life. You know what I mean? Your experience that you can use to help boost you in life, or to help manifest new opportunities for you. It's like this period where you've, again, been meditating and contemplating, kind of coming full circle here, to be honest, is leading you into an opportunity of abundance. It's something that you worked very hard for, though, Libra, or that you still might have to work to maintain, but your experiences with knowing how these pinnacles had to grow won't stop you from allowing yourself to water the one that's still being born, or still kind of procreating, to where it's not time yet to show you what you're about to embark on, Libra, right? It's not time yet. And so the reason why I say it kind of comes full circle is because these cards basically represent the same thing, the meditate and contemplate. They almost represent the same thing. Usually this one would go with like the Four of Swords, but I'm feeling it right now as them being pretty symbolic to each other. And what I mean by that, Libra, is that you've been doing a lot of thinking about this tough cycle. And now that shift of you thinking so much is about to flip into your emotions. There's not going to be too much that you have to work out and process anymore in December. And this could be what you really probably need, Libra, stepping into 2021, is to not be so in your head about if I'm gonna make it, if it's gonna happen, how much longer do I have to wait? I've been working my butt off. I don't know, you know, it's like now you're really starting to see that if I'm emotionally connected to what I say I'm doing, if I'm emotionally connected to what I'm saying I'm doing, it's really breaking down the barriers, the fears, the doubts that I once had connected to the idea of really having emotional fulfillment. And what I'm going for, right? That's really gonna lead me to my victory and to my emotional success, right? Once I really finally identify those pieces that need to be resolved for myself, I'll be coming closer and closer into my authenticity. And this is something that I've worked very hard for, but it's gonna be so rewarding, Libra. It's gonna be so rewarding. That's what I feel for December. So just let the hiccups happen, keep planning, keep just, you know, just keep going, Libra, keep going. Because whatever it is that you're going for is going to be coming full circle for you, okay? So we're gonna do a mid-month check-in in just a little bit. Hope this resonates with you, Libra. I shouldn't say a little bit, in maybe like a week and a half or so, I don't know. We'll check back in. But Libra, I hope that this resonates for you. If it did, please drop a comment down below and let me know how it does. Please like the video. Please share it with anybody that you feel could resonate or has maybe shared a similar story with you that probably needs to hear this, you know? Go ahead and subscribe, get your friends, your homies, your family to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Libra. Until next time, peace. Oh, and happy holidays. Bye.